All it takes is one emergency, one accident, one health issue, a pandemic. Food is important.
And those first days, when we started the table in January, so it was cold outside. And I would come in the morning to start setting up, and there would be people outside in the courtyard because they wanted to be the first to get in because they wanted the fresh food.
From there, we started to tailor what we were feeding in the community dinners. We started to try and bring in more healthy foods.
And years later, the office got a call. And the question was, are you the veggie church?
We've distributed more food downtown than you could possibly imagine.
I love it when we're in the high growing season. It's the middle of summer, and you just get a huge variety of tomatoes and corn, and the farmers are just bringing this bounty. The food is a reason to get together.
People need to be fed, and there's no reason why in this very wealthy state and community that we can't feed them.
The thing about the table that I think is so important is that it is community.
We got to the point where we were saying, to really understand the table, you have to come to the table. You have to be there in the hall.
It's a place where they come to be listened to.
And there's laughter and there's tears.
Well, you take a granola bar with nuts or without.
And there's hugs.
Or how are you feeling today?
All kinds of things going on that really demonstrate what a community it is.
We were a community.
Community.
Community. And people would walk in, and they may just be visiting, but it would be an experience for them that just lasted with them.
We had volunteers that would come in and say, I really need to be here today. I really need to have this connection.
And people feel safe to say who in their life, or even themselves, that they need help, they need prayer.
Doing God's work is sometimes messy, sometimes chaotic, but it always works in the end.
The table went from just a session in the morning to a session in the morning and the evening, and then to do Table in the World, which started taking produce out to people where they are.
To see that what we had started, because students needed to be fed as well, had grown into such a successful program.
But I also think it's a good time for St. George's to take a look at it and ask those questions and see who wants to be involved, see who wants to step forward.
A group of people who have a passion for being with people and seeing that people's needs are met, and are willing to sacrifice a little bit in order for that to happen.
What now? Where now? Who now?
What does the future look like?
And I'm hoping that there are people that aren't 75 years old with gray hair that are willing to step up.
And be part of the next evolution of the table.
I'm moving on, but I don't think I'll be out of ministry.
It's just an important thing that we need to keep doing.
I always say that this is my church, that I really worship on Tuesday.
I just hope that the table, after this is all done, is still here.
And hopefully someday the table would just be open just to get together and not to have to feed people.